Moses clearly reveals to us how the Nephilim survived the flood. Believe it or not, 90% of people are unaware of this truth. But before we dive into this mystery, welcome to the Divine Chronicles channel, where we peel back the layers of biblical history to reveal hidden truths and fascinating stories. If you enjoy our content, consider subscribing to the channel. We promise to keep bringing you engaging and enlightening videos. Today, we're going to explore how the Nephilim survived the flood and returned to Earth. Many theories suggest that giants hid in the ark, or that another group of fallen angels sinned again, giving rise to a new generation of Nephilim. However, today we're going to discover the true reason, directly provided by Moses. Many people believe that the Nephilim still lived after the flood. For those who don't know, the Nephilim, or giants, were descendants of the fallen angels and human women. One of the main reasons God flooded the entire world, according to the book of Genesis, was precisely because of the Nephilim. However, even after the flood, the Bible tells us that the Nephilim were still present on earth. Genesis says, "In those days, the Nephilim were on the earth, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans, and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown." During the days of Jared, the fallen angels descended to earth, taught humanity many evil practices. Even after Jared's time, the Nephilim were still present after the flood. All the wickedness that occurred before the flood deeply saddened God, as he saw that man's wickedness was great, and that every thought of their hearts was continually evil. When this happened, God declared, "I will destroy mankind, whom I created from the face of the earth, both men and animals, creatures that move along the ground, and birds of the air, for I regret that I have made them." Despite all the human corruption, God still favored Noah. The Bible states that, in the midst of so much sin and wickedness, Noah was the only one who pleased God, being the only truly righteous man on earth at that time. When God saw that the earth was corrupt and full of violence, he instructed Noah to build an ark out of gopher wood. After the ark was built, and Noah gathered his sons, their wives, and a pair of each animal species, the book of Genesis declares, "Every living thing that moved on land perished, birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarm over the earth, and all mankind. Everything on dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died." This passage is clear. All living beings were destroyed, except Noah, his family, and the animals that were in the ark. However, this raises an important question. If everything died, including the Nephilim, how did they return to earth after the flood? Many people believe that the answer to this question lies in the verse from the book of Numbers 13:33, which says, "And there we saw the Nephilim, the sons of Anak, who come from the Nephilim, and we seemed to ourselves like grasshoppers, and so we seemed to them." This statement was made when Moses sent 12 spies to explore the land of Canaan. These spies were supposed to assess the promised land for the Israelites and return with a report. Upon their return, 10 of the spies brought a discouraging report, claiming that the land, while fertile, was inhabited by powerful people and fortified cities. They specifically mentioned the presence of the sons of Anak and described them as giants. However, the question remains, where did these giants come from? How did the sons of Anak come to occupy the land of Canaan? One of the most common beliefs is that a Nephilim or giant from before the flood hid in the ark with Noah or clung to the sides of the ark to survive the flood. But is this true? Let's go back to the book of Genesis to find out. The Bible states, "And the sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan." These three sons of Noah repopulate the entire earth. This indicates that there were no giants hiding in the ark, nor clinging to its sides to survive. Noah's generation, represented by his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, was the only one to repopulate the world after the flood. This leads us to believe that perhaps one of Noah's sons or their wives already carried the genetic mutation of the fallen angels. Some argue that the fallen angels didn't give birth to female giants, but this assumption is incorrect. Although the Bible more often mentions men, we know that Adam and Eve had several other children, including women who are not detailed in the biblical text. Therefore, there were no giants hiding in the ark, but even so, giants reappeared on earth, like Goliath, a warrior of the Philistines. This raises another question. Did another group of fallen angels sin again after the flood, creating a new generation of Nephilim? The answer to this hypothesis lies in the book of Enoch, which describes the severe judgment that the Watchers, the angels who descended to earth, suffered for teaching corrupt practices to humanity. After this judgment, Michael, the archangel, became fearful due to the severity of the punishment imposed on the angels who sinned. He said to Raphael that no angel would be foolish enough to follow the steps of the Watchers, knowing the eternal punishment that awaited them. Thus, it becomes clear that, after the judgment of the fallen angels, no other group of angels would commit the same mistake. This leaves us with only one option. The Nephilim reappeared after the flood due to the lineage of Ham, or perhaps Japheth. We know that Noah had 3 sons who came out of the ark with him, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and that Ham was the father of Canaan. These 3 lineages repopulate the earth, and the Bible tells us that after the flood, Noah became drunk, and Ham committed an act that resulted in a curse upon his lineage, specifically on Canaan.